There was a time where we paid for ringtones. I paid like 89 cents or 99 cents for a ringtone, right? Like back in the day. Or I like recorded it myself, right? Like on by the car, press record and whatever. It was janky. But now I cannot stand if I hear the sound of my phone. Like if it goes off, I'm like.
The only time I hear my ringtone is if somebody calls me while my AirPods are in.
Yeah.
Then I hear my ringtone.
Oh, I hate auto announce.
Theme from Star Wars, so it doesn't bother me.
It's just funny, man, how culture changes. Like there was a point where you had your phone on loud so that when someone called you or something, like people could hear the ringtone. Like that was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
You know, when like the chocolate, I remember Verizon had like the phone called the chocolate. I forget who made it.
Totally. Who made the chocolate? I totally remember that though.
Was it? LG chocolate.
LG chocolate.
Yeah.
All right.
Chocolate. I remember
Devin is the invisible voice in the corner.
Yeah. So I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Look it up, Devin.
Yeah, look it up. Really quick this is just kind of fun for phones. I think my first phone was the first, it's called the Google G1. I think it was HTC. It was like G1 or something. I think it was the first iteration of what today is the Android, most popular Android phone. I forget what it's called. The Galaxies.
Oh, okay.
So the G1 was like the first iteration of that. I had T-Mobile. And then I was almost exclusively, do you remember the Sidekicks? T-Mobile Sidekick? And it was the phone that was like this. And when you flicked it went.
Out. Yeah.
That was my speed, dude. It was all like they just marketed.
Those are so tactile too. Like
my
that.
Word. Just that feeling.
Like my kids with flip phones now, like we have some like old flip phones around the house. And I mean, my son will just carry that around with him all day because flipping it open, touching the buttons.
Yeah, dude. There was nothing like it. The QWERTY keyboards and like it just felt so good. And then so anyway, ironically, my first iPhone was I think iPhone 5, which is when they went to the squared off sides. Or no, the squared off sides were there, but it was like I remember having a black iPhone. It was all black, and
iPhone 5 was the first elongated screen.
Yes. Yep.
So it was the same form factor as the 4 in terms of like the metal band, like the squared off. It's actually a lot like the phones they make now, minus the big camera bump. Yeah. But then they elongated it, and that was the first one that was available on any network. So I got it. I mean, like literally stayed up till.
Did you get all black, the black one?
I think it released at midnight Pacific time or whatever. Yep. So like set an alarm or stayed up. I don't remember which one and ordered it.
Yeah. Did you get the black one?
Yeah. I have the teardown now, that frame teardown over at my desk.
Nice.
Because
that was my first iPhone too, which is crazy.
A moment for me. And it was delivered to the place I was working. I had it delivered to work because I knew it would come in the middle of the day. I didn't want it to go home and not sign for it. So I had it delivered to work. And like they announced it over the loudspeaker to me because they knew how jazzed I was. So like, Mitch, your iPhone's in. And like people gathered around while I opened
You're walking to the front desk and you're just like, people are high-fiving you and like
I was known as an Apple nerd even back then.
So I went from iPhone 5 and then I think I jumped to the 6 and then I skipped 7. I did 8 and then I went from 8 to 10 because 10 was the big. That was the jump to the all screen. That was there was no 9. There was no 9. It just
the
went
iPhone
8.
X.
Yeah, iPhone X. So the iPhone 10. I had the 10, and then I did 12. I skipped the 11, went to 12, and then I jumped to 13, and I skipped the 14. Now I'm gonna get the 15 this year. So historically, I've been on every other year cycle.
Yeah, that's usually what I did. I actually went 3 years before I got the iPhone 13. I went from 10 to 13.
I just love, like, I saw some leaked, and we can keep going, but I saw some leaked photos of the iPhone 15, and
we'll see. Yeah,
and I just like
I actually am considering going back down to the mini. I never had the mini, but like I kind of like now I'm like anti. Yeah. Like I've got like my phone is on lockdown. Like I can't get on any social media during the day, anything. Yeah. I just don't want to be distracted. I want to be in the moment and I want to be productive. So
all right. Anyway, sorry. I derailed this time.
That's
phones.
We
could get into some Apple stuff later on though in the podcast. Not today. I'm saying like future episodes.
Dude, next time they do like product launches and stuff, we're in. Yeah,
we're talking about it. So
maybe we'll
live for that, guys.
If you enjoyed this Brand Nerd podcast clip, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. In the meantime, here are additional videos you might find illuminating.